Welcome everyone, now on YouTube too. It doesn't build with tools on fix to build tools too. Qt6 SCXML. So you are saying it needs to be fixed to build with command line parser? That's what you're saying? Okay, let's see what happens. Did this ever build? But it depends on itself. Yeah. I understood in the meantime after wasn't quite obvious. Did this ever build? It did build though. Okay, let's see what happens on my VM. Let me get some fresh water for long-term streaming. Best tap water money can't buy. Host info dir. Host pass CMIC no host info. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? Neither host pass CMIC dir nor host info dir. Host info dir. Hello, welcome everyone. Let's try to rebuild Qt6 space because cross-compiled maybe a detail or two might potentially be missing. Let's rule this out. Also TSLib apparently, TS is probably touchscreen lib. Why does this? Yeah, it's running in the background on my one serial console VirtIO terminal. There. Iteration is important. No. 6 minutes. Actually, what is our name? This. Okay, we test this a little bit. In the meantime, we can do this here. Just applying patches like Linus Torvalds, the C-level Linux Foundation, Linux Free Desktop Foundation executive things, applying patches. What's with this keyword? So we do not do the slimlink thing. I did see that already. We do not do it like this. If it needs something like this, we will inject this. So what do you say? You say, so it's just library path. I wonder though, which T2 Linux are you on, Andre? Are you on a AAA polished desktop build? Because their Qt6 is in user. By the way, so these are extremely dirty hacks. I appreciate your effort and working on this, but we're not doing randomly adding symlinks. That's a complete no-go. So that is potentially cleaning that up a little bit. Hardening disable with Qt dear. Okay, that's an old-fashioned. Committing like this is kind of fine for me. I mean, except we had here some fake things here, but don't really care about these fake things there. So for your efforts to document how to build this further, we can commit this like that. Work in progress. Like past tense. Yeah, whatever. Hard coded when it looks like it's hard coded when it looks for the lib. But is what build of T2 are you using? Because the desktop build currently defaults to user, does it not? Should. Are you using a last year's T2 build? A classic 2510? Anyway, in either case, we need to do this correctly. It's probably still built this in parallel. The news.5 is GCC 16. I would not expect Qt to be an opt. It's in user. Why do you do opt? I mean, we default to opt. Did you? Okay. We could validate what Qt6 base does here. Didn't even use TSLib, at least not here. These are, let's double check if it's even really using it. Let this run in the background. Let's better validate that it even can use this. Okay, let's get back to the other package. Does this build with a rebuild Qt? So with this Qt6 base, I vaguely remember that maybe our cross build is not yet totally complete. I'll look at this. If you rebuild this, yeah, that's not super ideal. We obviously want to patch that to build. Like, I think they intentionally don't build the host tools in the cross build. If someone wants to tackle that, probably should add a to-do for that. Okay, let's see what VirtualBox does now with this rebuild. So what was, so this I committed. Hello, click there. You said that but that's the default, right? The previous guy does conf opt. Which one? In VirtualBox? I have VirtualBox committed already. If you mean that. The VirtualBox I've committed completely except this ln rm-f. That one here I've committed. This probably is because, like, see where cute things installs libs. SC something. Yeah, and this might be some T2 config confusion on your side, depending on how much random stuff you build. The historic T2 default is opt Qt6 for sorting, but not to have any random things not working issue. I changed that just for the desktop build. Oh, maybe that, maybe not. I'm not sure how you got T2 into that state. Anyway, the VirtualBox, yeah, people did that sometimes here this year. If you talk about this, sometimes the configure scripts only support a very limited number of options. So historically in T2, we sometimes did that if the configure script supports next to nothing. To clear all the T2 auto default things. What do you feel, LibreOffice, or is this just, this still needs commit? It's mostly depths. Oh, this too? That's a patch. Why do you remove all of those? Do they not exist anymore? Why is this, or do you? Why do you change that from package install to need some more feedback to apply? You're saying they're not optional? I mean, one thing is theoretically in T2 we want to use system packages, so I'm indeed not sure. Historically we have said if packages should not sub-vendor their stuff and it should use T2 system stuff, so in that way it would be correct. Okay, it tries to build something. So T2 shows them as debs and Libre doesn't download them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, in a way it is the right thing, although technically it could be optional, but that is basically a policy decision of us in T2. I agree that if it builds it anyway, it should be built as a T2 package. So from that angle, that would be correct, yes. Just wanted to clarify why we do that. Background download behind our back is worse. Yeah, totally agree. VirtualBox. I only wanted to confirm that we are here on the same page. Apparently we are. What's failing? Error warnings being treated as errors. Error. What is a warning? What is even the error? Maybe it's hiding, like, you know what? Maybe it is hiding the build output, and this is why we don't see. Like, this is stupid. Cannot make this shit up. Yeah, Russian. N-dash not entity, N-dash not infine for tweeted process. Missing global table. What? Oof. One of the last lines. Checking unreserved symbols in VBox video driver. Are there global offset table? Oh, you know what? But we. Okay, that's probably not LTO. Because I probably don't have it enabled. But maybe that should be. Maybe this package so complex LTO fails. But do you get the same? How did we build this with sourcing and right? It's absolutely mental that they use Kbuild to build VirtualBox. Like, that is. But here is bin Java, no such file directory. So it has bin Java. Why does it want bin Java? Test case. Why does it test case ARM version 8 CPP? Once I got an error with bin2c output not x should be y. What the fuck? Do we not have Java installed? Couldn't load main class launcher. This is too stupid for me, I'm sorry. Oof. Yeah. Big projects, doing big project thing. I should not be shocked anymore. Wait, did I not save that? More patches welcome. Like, yeah, why I'm not using this stuff? Because it's that bloatedly strange. One issue I have here is that it didn't build for me anymore, and that tool certainly sucks a bit. Yeah, so if you want to have a challenge gets us to build more. FT2 would be something that cooperates with ASA Linux. FT2 would be something that cooperates with ASA Linux for episode. That would be Dreamcom Help. Yeah. Is T2 for Apple? T2 is for everything. T2 is based on Debian? No, like Due. T2 is based on nothing. Like T2 is digital self-reliance things. T2 is based on nothing except the continuation of Rock Linux. Try building Libre config has Java disabled. Yeah, maybe Java disabled doesn't work anymore. Or it needs Java to build. I'm new here, building kernel patches or building. We build a whole Linux distribution. Like we're building the most portable source first, ultra portable low code package manager, Linux OS and stuff. Yeah, Apple with T2 with ASA Linux stuff theoretically. I mean, theoretically here, but I need it in production. Yeah, I hear you. We probably should do that. I know. Yes, I know. SVN version of T2 broken installer critical issue. But when I boot try the message grab loading PCIe 2. But it needs half bus rebuild before because graphene thing. You mean LibreOffice with graphene too? As soon as T2 is fully working on Apple Silicon, I will wipe macOS stuff from my machine trapped in Apple ecosystem. Ha ha ha. That's nice to hear. Just sometimes hard to believe. Okay, we commit this like this. It's probably, I mean, the thing is we broke LibreOffice now a little bit. That's of course not super ideal in production. Yeah, comment there. Dr. Schubert better not buy a vendor locked in closed specification Apple hardware will get a sign in 5 years after a release the market or so. Yeah, that's what I said from the very beginning. Good luck, and please do not think developers in mind. Think normal users who don't know anything about Linux. Developers always cater to nerds mostly, either or act like gods. Totally not really here. Even my parents run T2 Linux. I 25 years ago did desktop rock Linux for desktop for normal people. When did you first start coding? With 8 Basic or so. Okay, let's test that then too. So you say half, what was the name? This, oops, this right? You say graphene. Maybe I had built this with graphene. Okay, let's just rebuild it. CUDA oxide, age of rust is upon us. I think I've seen the funny thing is now people finally like highly important issue things. I think I had something similar on Discord. So what should I build now? All optional depths? Or none? Okay, let's see what happens here. Well, LibreOffice was building, we just broke it, or Andre just broke it a bit recently. On the quest of making all the dependencies system. Well, Andre broke it on my suggestion of actually packaging all the vendor dependencies. It's way faster with all opt. What do you mean? It probably should build way faster with all the things in system. So rebuilding LibreOffice doesn't rebuild the vendor dependencies. Yeah, that is crazy stuff, right? People don't put you any efforts anymore. Just like, hey, bug. Was it this one? No, it was stage 2. Okay, maybe I should not have touched it like this. Did I do more now? Because this period is open setup as period. Period, what did I do here? Because I had to okay. Wait, did I delete now that line? What have I even done here? Probably the wrong line. XXSJ, didn't even notice you. Welcome back. Yeah, LibreOffice did build, should build. It's just we vendored, we unvendored things. Libre building. You ask questions, I'm busy. Coin things, undefined reference of things. Somehow not. Why not? Rascal. CBC. Other stuff built though, embarrassingly parallel. CBC. 43 minutes, thank you very much. Some dependency thing? Some optional dependency, not optional. Maybe it didn't cache dependency. Man, this package is a bit of a pain. No such file CLP solver interface. Which package was that? Maybe circular dependency thing. Which of this was it? You said CBC. That one failed, didn't it? Oops. That's why I excluded that to test build that. More required packages, coin utils, one or more required packages are not available. Coin CLP needs CBC, but coin utils failed C configure bin sh failed CBC. But that is configure failed for CBC, CGL, OSE. So you say it needs CBC. CBC doesn't want to build either. No package. CoinGL. CoinGL also failed. Coin CLP solver interface. Which one is that? Oxygen, CLP, OGD, OSI, CLP. You will fix it. CLP, OSI, fatal error. You're not the only ones who have this fatal error. Shouldn't happen unless you build some non-standard, very comprehensive guide of building project, optimizing things of Coinbrew, configure, make, install, like holy shit. Okay, you had me at holy shit. Coin, OSI. What's that build? Have you tried any AI model writing code? No. And I'm not impressed. But CLP didn't build, did it? Did you try AI and are you impressed? Also, I don't really understand the obsession with AI things. I find it really oof. I mean, this here is CPC, but this also didn't build, right? CGL, CLP, but not brains. Build that first. Okay, maybe I wait for more fixes. But Coin CLP doesn't want to CVC GLP towards C++ is for legacy code. And what is for non-legacy code? Do we have that still open? Oh, here. Is it dynamically loaded? Nice t-shirt, yes. Super old. 10 years old. I brought it somewhere while I'm traveling. I forgot where. Maybe in New York. Might be 14 years old. Did I mention I wear my shit until it falls apart? Buy t-shirt once, wear it for 14 years. So, live wisdom, life tips. Influencer money saving life tips only here with the best tap water. And if you're wondering why does tap water look like in the Americas, it's because there is tea, coffee drop leftovers in there. The tap water here looks cleaner than that. But I did what all programmers do and refilled my coffee mug with tap water. Why don't you just let Cloud fix it for you? Because Cloud ain't fix shit. And also, do you look like I have money for Cloud, or do I look like I want to destroy our planet with more global warming and stuff? Like, do I look like I want to make memory? Like, shall I can subscribe to support me for not making memory and GPUs more expensive? Do you want to ask Cloud? Do you want to ask AI to do shit for you, or do you want to have memory and GPUs at home? If you don't buy stuff, you don't need money. Yes, exactly. Pro tip, if you don't ask AI, you can do stuff yourself and learn something and save a whole lot, including our planet. So more LibreOffice dependency things needed. I appreciate your work, though. I know it's painful hard work to package all this stuff. Why NVIDIA act like shit? No, like NVIDIA always act like shit. You just closed your eyes and didn't want it to see. I and all the Linux kernel, even my best friend Linus Torvalds, is warning you NVIDIA always was a whole bitch. Man, like just listen to Ruth Wasserman. Who'll pitch NVIDIA? Go let them stay. Like, have you seen the state of NVIDIA boycotting open source development for 25 years? And you ask why? Like, every open source developer, go fuck NVIDIA yourself and use like, nah, shut up, take all my money. You all brought all your gaming money to NVIDIA. While all the IT experts warned you that NVIDIA is a whole bitch, open source boycotting and benchmark faking allegedly and stuff company. And you were wondering that NVIDIA is not acting nice. It's like they never have been. To try Emacs for the first time now, it's hard. Emacs might look hard, but have you tried VI? I believe there isn't a single person on the planet who hasn't seen Linus throw a fuck you at NVIDIA. Like, Linus Torvalds throwing a fuck you at NVIDIA is nice, but have you seen me doing that for 20 years? Like, dude, I did this 10 years before Linus Torvalds was cool. Okay, what more patches do we have here to apply in our C-level execute? Also, how does all this bug interaction change? Oh, I mean, I commit so much, it's probably, hey, 1% issues, yay! Also, on approaching of 6,666 commits a year. Then, what more did we have here? Patches done. This here not needed like this. Let's just mark it so others don't accidentally commit it. What do we have? This was an old patch, right? Or this is probably an old version. Libfix math, I think we had a package, right? Redland, Closine. What here libfix math. Libfix math. Libfix math. It looks like we should have that, no? Did you SVN up? Find a exec install. Oof. Term in Vim. Yeah, I tried VI. It's really good actually and easy to use, but I'm struggling open terminals inside it. Best terminal app instead of Tmux. What you recommend? Chicken Winjow. Hope you're doing good on this fine day. Yes, mostly. Thank you. Hope you are doing fine too. Oh, look at this. We have here K-part things. I always do this in a completely clean. What would this be? Gears framework? Gear framework. Oh, damn it. Okay, it's not that. Need to memorize the versions also. That looks better, huh? We might forgot to config and it didn't recache it for. Yeah, T2 should auto recache if the package isn't there. Not sure why this didn't work for you. Actually, I thought that, but didn't want it to say it out loud. Okay, crazy many updates. What a nice random find here. Yeah, 100 updates here, 100 updates there. Trying to Unreal Engine plugin which captures GPU-based window render target, but should be quite a lot of work, not as much as. Yeah, here it's probably huge spike for KDE. Crap. Guess everything downloaded. Oh, I hate this keyboard. Pro tip. Build things, Node.js, 3 hours. This is gonna be fun. Probably fine, huh? Famous last words. You got 8 gigs. You better have some swap and compressed memory. Was it called library? Oh, it was a typo. Man, what do I type together here? Have you developed hypervisor stuff or SMM stuff? Sometimes a bit, not my main profession. You're suffering psychologically from depression, and when I saw your channel that used CodeSurgery, I started feeling better. Yeah, as we said yesterday, right? Like, why are you depressed about environmental pollution, the state of the world, hunger, wars, the state of IT? There are, but we are all in this together. I'm not a professional medical psychological doctor things, but I just yesterday to IT. I mean, am I super happy in the state of IT? No. That's exactly why I refused Apple to purchase me and my company 12 years ago. I did not want to work for Apple. IT to depression, no IT. And I even read on some German mainstream things some days ago between the orange clown warmongering things here, that a lot of people are depressed and stuff, especially in IT. Here was somewhere yesterday we had this here, especially in IT, a lot of people are wherever that was here, and that probably, like, if everything is shit. Like, that is the thing, right? People play games and then they say, oh, working in IT, it's so nice, games and stuff. It's like, no, like everything, like especially if you work with Mac OS and Windows, but even with open source, like everything sucks, right? The only way to make it better is making less sucking software. Where's even library? Oh man, so many typos. I'm not even going to build this here. Also, I did build recently. I don't know what. That's really fine. Maybe it helps people with depression to see me struggle packaging random shit too, and people speaking out loud that the state of the stuff is really not amazing, because so many people are always like, hey, it's amazing, Rust here and GNOME there, and at the end of the day, everything just... The crazy thing is, I thought like we finally are in a state where T2 is mostly amazing. But even then, we still update and package and make LibreOffice and stuff build. That we're not getting further with our microkernel language and stuff. No one? Artflower.js? Node.js is state-of-the-art JS V8 engine. Yeah, it's crazy that you need Node.js to build Firefox, and it's crazy. Here is a lib-edit version. Would you look at that? Probably fine. Actually, no, this is truncated. Was it really fine? Looks probably fine. PyCurl, yay. At least we're getting there somewhere. I mean, maybe the size is mostly optional, but that's for another day. Hey, 21, would you look at that? Oh, that cached something. Okay, that's not the most useful cache. I don't quite accept the build time is different, but I mean, maybe apparently it used that, but it's probably just old way to detect X11. That's pointless. OpenJDK, how does this get in there? Fetch mail something, not a, oh, what? Host CPU family arch, like, are you drunk? It doesn't just build on arch, like, are you bloody kidding me? I mean, seriously? What is it bloody doing here? Source directory configured, run disk clean. Source CPU family. What problem does it have? Mason encountered. Oh, it has two build systems. Good that we tested this. So to use VMM because the project work on large and our bundle other what? To use Vim because project work on large, and I use Vim because I mostly work remotely and I want fast. Like all I want is an editor. I want a fast editor, not a cumbersome web browser or operating system. Would you look at that? Super nice updates here. Super nice. That also OpenJDK, wonderful. What that thing doing? What's that build? Come on, you can do it. I saw you open source Emacs in one of the videos previously. Yes, that's about the biggest editor I will ever start. Certainly not Visual Code. Emacs is nice, but have you seen Visual Code shit and stuff? Welcome, Red Hat. Lots of LSPs, also use Node.js, fuck that. Come on. Damn. Cheeto, what is this? A-style, whatever that is. Maybe we should also try to implement at least one feature. I saw on YouTube you're working on a compiler, source code, whatever. It's not yet that much to see. I wish I had more. Yeah, people thank me 42 on Instagram. What a time to be alive. So then, I think I need a coffee. Yeah, compiler. We should do that to become more happy, although T2 already makes happy. T2 already the biggest antidote for depression in IT. Theoretically, we have this URL placeholder thing. We do not yet have that much to see because I'm so busy with T2 Linux, but shall I subscribe to further? So what I want is I want a super minimal. I want a beautiful, nice minimal language like Lua with native code gen like Lua JIT, but like a little bit into the direction of C++ for some static typing. Not using T2, but I still thank you for being you, enjoy your streams, admire your skills. Happy to hear that. No problem. Not everyone does need to use T2 Linux just yet. GDEL here. Oh, that's also caching dependency things. Geos? Seriously? I mean, some things here are a little bit sus potentially. What is Geos? I don't even know what stuff is. What the heck is it? So the name should not in here. So for everyone here, the name should not in here to keep it short. Maybe even shorter. The reason I polish or whatever. I touched that now. Usually I don't really touch that now, but yesterday we had a request of people not knowing what random package are. Totally understandable. And I just thought we could do one feature addition today, which is have emerge print out what a package is. There is a channel named Bok trying to install Linux, and he was trying to install Linux and macOS, and NSV gave a shout out to T2 Linux. Is that the right T2 Linux or the wrong T2 Linux? So what did we want to do? Probably what was it? All right, a style or something. This one. Did it really use that one? Deb debug gdel. Wait a second. Okay, this is user something apparently. I guess maybe optional. Chaos things. Apparently. Let's see if this is optional. Oh, it has already some. Wait, this is somehow wrong. What did I do? Needs force for rebuild. On the dual, yeah. We won't be enjoying Vlang recently. Compiler can compile itself in under a second. That's amazing. I have not met Mr. Torvalds, I think, but I met Alan Cox, remember? 20 years ago, the second man in line of Linux things. I don't really need, I never was like for meeting VIP people. It's not like I aspire to do code, not like meet famous people. That's T2 desktop real quick. You mean here on here? Did I even copy that everywhere? Probably not. Desktop, you say. So how many patches is it possible that we run absolute path mirrors here? That we have wrong absolute. It's not really desktop though. It's no, that's just not on the mirror yet. But did you run what? What did you run? T2. Oh, build. Wait, build. Build is wrong. You don't want build. Use inst. Build. Maybe we should not even. Build doesn't download. You used that wrong. You know what? Let's remove that. That's misleading. We don't really need that here. Yeah, basically install, no download or stuff. So maybe some more optional dependencies, but like AVIF, I guess, potentially maybe if you want to, or like Podo for some PDF library thing, of course, you knew that. Crazy progress in T2. Absolutely crazy progress. So yeah, let's just remove this to avoid people shooting themselves in. Yeah. Unless we want to map that to install, but but it's probably pointless, right? I mean, do we need to give them a hint that does install? Do I just use T to inst? Yes. I just removed build because that's the build was wired to the internal just build thing, but it's basically pointless to expose that to normal people. Yeah, build is just the internal, so build map to scripts build package, which you were already not supposed to. The thing is, so fun fact, 20 years ago, the Rock Linux people thought you do scripts download Emacs and then scripts build package Emacs. Like, that was not integrated. I integrated, I mean, I don't even know what we were thinking, like that was so stupid. But I did, like, so by the way, I started this emerge 25 years ago. I was like, all this stuff is stupid. I named it emerge to attract Gentoo users. That is fun historic anecdote how that developed. So emerge, yeah, emerge does dependencies and download, and build package is the internal backend. We should refactor that stuff in some, yeah, basically don't do this old-fashioned direct script thing, obviously, like just do T2, and we probably fully want to move the script stuff away into some library folder and only have this T2 front end, like here, like that here does only do like lib scripts or whatnot, or yeah. Yeah, some things were historically really stupid. But then in 1998, I mean, what you did for an ISO, like in like 26 years ago, you did like, I mean, we had already download required, so you would download required and then you would build. I mean, even build target was like, even that was historically different. I don't even remember how that was. Yeah. I mean, so it wasn't that bad because so normally you would download required and you would of course not manually download stuff, but like to just install GIMP, like 25 years ago you did download GIMP and then scripts build package or whatever GIMP. It was stupid. Yeah. Anyway, fun times. Yeah, we deleted this now. Okay, theoretically we wanted to, like, what is the time? We have 13:00. Okay, I guess time for one more coffee and one more. I might be better programmer than Mr. Torvalds. I mean, probably similar. But realistically speaking, I mean, maybe kinder sometimes. So that Oh, we still have it running, or should we waste electrons? Damn it. So, some things for GitHub. Oh, something happened. Follower goal re-met. What happened? What just happened? How did so many people follow this minute? What? Why did so many people follow right now? I'm confused. Did 100 people follow right now? I don't even know what happened now. But welcome all of you. I have literally no idea what happened right now. Somehow, are these bots? Why are 100 people? Why are 10,000? What's going on, y'all? But I appreciate this, whatever it's going on. I hope it's 3 people. The 90s might even made sense to separate download things. Wasn't necessarily online. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's true. Somehow we gained 100 or whatnot followers for, I hope it's not only bots. I have no idea what happened here. Maybe it's a little bit bottish because they all have a number in the name. So I have no idea what happened here. Is this even more than 100? Did our follower count just jumped 300? Your follower goal was just, wait, what? For some reason we gained 700 followers in a minute. Hello you all. What just even happened? Someone paying for bots to follow? I'm confused. What a time to be alive. I guess 999 followers look good. So strange things. It's not a coincidence Twitch rhymes with glitch. Amazing. So let's suspend that there. Let's go back here. We had one, okay, we had mostly, yeah, this coin things, I guess Libre, true, yes, I started with a V90 modem. It took years until I was always online. I wanted to grab a coffee. How many followers do we have right now? 9,990. How much revenue does T2 generate? Is it mainstream or niche? Well, T2 doesn't generate any revenue because it's an open source project, except your donation and video things. It probably generates as much revenue as Debian or Gentoo, which is only donations. Because did you know, or Arch, like I don't even know what the revenue Arch would be like, probably 0 except donations. It's so funny, the young people like the capitalists, the Gen Z and whatnot, all only about the money. I thought we were coding for world peace for free. Thanks. Welcome, Matic. In case I didn't mention this yet. Okay, so amazing things. Go there, support that. And then let's probably grab a quick coffee. And we could do a test build while I grab a coffee, I guess. I wonder if we get to 10,000 fake followers today. No idea what follower storm here. I'm a little bit puzzled. Let me grab a coffee. What should we build here in the meantime while maybe GIMP and Inkscape, just because to have something test building while I get the coffee. Let's see how much randomly would break. Still have 805 ADSL back home. It's 2008. Nice increase. Where is back home? Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Probably could build that. A spell, why not? And let's grab a coffee just because I need something to drink, and see you in a minute for continuation of these fixes. Oh, did I not mute the microphone? Probably muted microphone things wrong. Welcome back. Deutschmark dialed up with your modem, paid half a Deutschmark per. I'm not as old as 9600 baud. I dialed up with 56k compressed baud things, V90. I think it was also not Deutschmark. I'm so young that it was only some cents per minute. More I could also not have. Oh, Pfennig, not cents, Pfennig. Yeah, but before my time it was that expensive. Reason why Arctic Fox required and not normal? Yes, that's just old upstream shit. That's not our thing. That's just old Firefox garbage. I kid you not, Mozilla, like even Firefox until 3 years ago, until recently, Firefox required this godforsaken autoconf 213 because, like, yeah, that's big corporate shit. Like, the build shit is so shit that even Mozilla not touching this with a 10-feet pole and shipping 20-year-old autoconf garbage for 20 years. Like, that is how broken the state of IT infrastructure is. It's not. I had this deleted, right? I made 3 red crosses in the calendar. I literally threw a barbecue party when Mozilla finally got rid of it in Firefox, like 3 years ago, whenever you see in the T2 history. Right? I deleted that. I kid you not, I threw a barbecue party and deleted that only to find out that Arctic Fox still needs that. So too early to pick Saturday. Too early to apply patches? It's Saturday? Too early? What do you mean? Open source developers preferably work on the weekend and each day and all day and stuff. So you say fixes, yay, and then more things. So you say fixes on Discord. Then coin cache util things or thingy things. Are you sure that doesn't cache? Wait, I need to go in 1 hour. Can we find 9 followers in 1 hour? Doesn't bloody cache. Okay, so anyway, you say coin GLPK. You say what? You say we need coin utils. That's what you say. But that was build. Or do you say it needs that additionally, and if not, it doesn't fully work? Okay, let's review this a little bit more. Build forced edit things. No, it builds those in. Do you think it's feasible to convert Arctic Fox to normal because building conflicts with? It only conflicts one file or so, in some info file or whatever. I think it will probably be super painful. I mean, of course, Arctic Fox should be converted, but that the almighty Mozilla corporate developers did not do so in 20 years probably speaks volume that it's probably painful garbage of a year-long monstrosity of never-ending shit. So I think there are reasons nobody touched it in 20 years. So also Arctic Fox is not our primary browser, right? So if it were Firefox, CoinMP, let's see, CoinMP. You're saying CoinUtils get some coin, was it MP or what is the name? The build time is also not calibrated here. Did this build before? Did it not build before? I first want to see it work. You know, I try to test things before we commit things. Also, question on YouTube, we use Subversion. Yes, monoculture bet. Oh, it did indeed build. Crazy. Using Subversion instead of Git. Yes, when we started, there was no Git. Also monoculture bet, not everyone needs to use Git. Have you seen what happened with GitHub? With CoinUtils? GL, but this cache don't need to edit if it caches. Why did it not doxygen graph? Oh, it is opt. Can even give you credit for that. I did it slightly. I mean, I mark it with it, so it's not applied like this. So it caches for me. It probably built without that for you, but anyone mentioned about AI today? Yes, they mentioned. What do you want to mention? Are you happy about the state of AI? What's CoinUtil or utils? Are you satisfied with the state of large language hallucinating wannabe AI, or do you count the days until the AI? Here, YouTubers hate AI, man. Yes, me too. I don't hate AI as much as it destroys our planet and humanity, but... Okay, we could LibreOffice. Does it build now? Ah, it's installed. Let's... Oh, it's just LibreOffice. Look at that. Okay, let's... what should you do in order to gain knowledge and skills like me? Read some good foundational computer science books and then practice a lot. Do things. Code more and learn, and do not believe. Do not think open source is all amazing. Open source is often not totally amazing. You still have Andre. Thank you so much for your work. Right, you still have some things to do here, right? Just a mutti. If you're looking for a weekend activity, there you have it. Yeah, so that didn't build for me. That is still partially broken. Wait, what? CPP. It doesn't, wait, it doesn't have CPP in the name. Setxing. But does it not CPP? Yep, figured. It's by the way zebra crossing, right? In case like zebra crossing, like in zebra strikes, I believe. Okay, one more try. Oh, LibreOffice sometimes. Yeah, LibreOffice, I mean, yeah, T2 got that. It's just like we recently regressed that a bit in making sure we have system packages. So while that is building, so 40 minutes is also off. YOLO. Let's do some quality of life improvements, some actual feature work. Actually, we maybe change title to attract more viewers. Because if we need one thing, then it is shares, likes, subscribes, and views and things. Let's change. Did I not click on save enough? Save. Always better with some matching. Fact UI subversion. Because we are so old, Git did not exist. Also Git complex. Why are you all triggered if we are not using your favorite things? So it starts building again, I think. Oh, here, look at this. Amazing. Then quality of life improvements. Let's make T2 slightly nicer. T2 install packages, because someone yesterday mentioned, I don't even know what all the random dependencies are. And yes, I understand where you're coming from. Why did this follower count change here? Oops, no, I clicked somewhere. Can you notify some 9 friends or family so that we can reach 1,000 followers today? That would be a good might through although I have no idea where the 700 or so followers came from. So, LibreOffice liberating. How much memory did I even give it? Oh, gave it sufficient memory. So, quality of life improvements emerge. So where would be the not installed version here? V void parsing desti because it's 50 times slower. Grab V and stuff. Package name and version. Where do we build forced? Add if requested. Add if requested. Do not auto update some stuff, defs and stuff. You went all out on Matic and Abiver. Do you use T2 Linux already? Kana Academy. Actually, I could here for the YouTube followers. If you want to like, subscribe and follow on Twitch too. Here, that's Twitch. T2 Linux things. Here, we need 8 more followers to reach 10,000. I want to, but I think I need to get DVD to boot in my machine. I aim for. Which machine do you aim for? external here. Where do we add if updated, add optional depths, format time, build time? Where is build time? Package build time package. An old ThinkPad T42. Interesting. Yeah, I probably should. I'm looking for an old ThinkPad for a while, just for T2 testing. I would like to have something what I back in the day nearly wanted to buy, like some X230 or stuff, just for some period correct testing things. But it's crazy that people still want more than 50 euro for those things. I don't understand why you all. They really cosplay like you would, yeah, Linux kernel things. What desk? Do we not have desk? Enver. Do we need that like that? Get desk V. Now I have the problem that get desk field so that Pullman's parser here, field 1, and this desk, that desk, actually package is grab 1 and condir stuff of tail 1, because then we can reuse it. Get desk v package, or should we package name and then field? What is more logically? Package field. How can we help you, GenZ? Why are you asking, DocMax? How can we help you with GenZ? We are GenZ experts. What's your question? Amazing. So add if still building, or oh, you look at this, it's still building. Add if requested, because then we can, so not only, what is currently the build time? First of all, let's test if it works. Linux firmware. No, 117. Grab things. This Linus Torvalds hobby kernel is really a little bit annoying. Okay, that doesn't do a thing. Okay, so the question is, because that's marked no parallel, that's currently miscalculated. Add if requested. If we, let's see, function in get here build, let's build and estimate package build time, does this correctly do no parallel? Maybe not. Oh, that doesn't do no parallel at all. Estimate package build time based on bin utils reference time and cached build time. Here we built LibreOffice in 11 minutes. That's way faster than before. Thank you, Andre. Because it's way faster now, because we don't build all the system dependencies anymore. Maybe this wasn't calibrated. Thank you for this work. That's exactly what I asked for. Oops. Appreciate this. So it was previously 20 minutes. So yeah, not building system dependencies all over the place. Half the build time with a simple mod rendering step. So we want to read the title. So the idea is, among other things, if we build something now like Geos, was something like 10 hours Itanium plus one of the vendor tips needed patching. Yeah, it was 20 minutes on my 1750X, and that was building in a KVM, QEMUVM. So this should have been slightly less efficient, like 1% or 2%. I wonder how they feel when they look in the non-gen setters. I wonder how they feel when they look in this non-vibe coding videos. That's an interesting question. How does gen setters feel with vibe coding versus not vibe coding? So the new thing here is we can hopefully know. Okay, first of all, package build time. Okay, let's do that first. Package build time add if required. Package build time. Where is things? Disk IE stuff. If verbose do not things dev things. If devs greater than 0, message verbose edit things. Okay, we mostly need SF. Let's start with F. Get desk package flex. You top and look for make CCI. How do I stop? Building process doesn't work. Yeah, so we will fix this soon, right, Drots? This is just, we have so much on our plate. We cannot instantly always fix everything instantly. And it's slightly annoying, but like first we needed stuff fast. We will fix this soon, TM. So we need this first. We need to file desk flex. Desk flex get desk package F. Because then function desk E, this should be F. Do we have desk F? Has flag. Has flag. Package, what was the thing? Has flag. We should actually rename this to package has flag, but that is tree white another day. And you know how much the Linux Foundation likes to tree white substitute. How do you doc max? Are you Gen Z? Like which generation are you, and how do you feel with vibe coding versus this non-vibe coding video? And package build time. Local parallel config per scale massive risk server SMT things ref time begin. Basically so we have here, what do we even have here? Build time things. Build time 0, old quantization 0, shows it fast, at least something. I am Gen X, and I think web coding is bad for the world. Libre finished liberating, yes. You probably missed, we celebrated LibreOffice fully liberating itself in just 11 minutes or so, which is nearly 50% faster than it was before, probably not building 2 dozens of micro vendor dependencies. Config, so local parallel, parallel less than 1, parallel 1. If has flag no parallel. I mean, this only works correctly. Where do we call this everywhere? Package build time. We call this in emerge and in package start. Stage level things progress build package build time. Is this after parsing flags? I'm not sure. Parse. Oh yeah, yes, we parse desk. Okay, that's after. Okay, it should have said yes. if has flag no parallel, then parallel equals 1. L if exists scale SMT. Scale massive risk. So has parallel, then parallel 1, otherwise that stuff. Something of that sort, right? I'm gen alpha and agree with both statements. Most gen are worse than boomers. Most Gen Z are worse than boomers. In which? Well, with technology? Oh yeah, totally, yes. Yeah, that's, yeah. They have, yes, they have, I agree, they mostly have no understanding, like very, they think they're digital native, but they're also, they are only app wallet garden native, not digital. Sir, are you from Germany? Sometimes. And you? I mean, coding like this? What, raw dogging Vim? Of course it has a future. What do you mean? You mean if raw dogging Vim is a future? Why not? I'm just kidding. Like, you guys are there. Funny. So, let's see what that does. Did we change both passes? Or let's maybe add here a, oops, set x, set x. We could do that here. Let's install Linux firmware, because that build time, look, this doesn't scale anymore here. This time is probably slightly wrong. Wait, why does it parallel 16? Desc F equals, okay, desc F is cross and no parallel. And parallel 1, yeah, it did something. I'm not sure if, but so if that is kind of the right thing, that was previously wrong. Whether the build time is correct is another question. Could test that, it's probably somewhat off. Maybe it also wasn't correctly cached. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Gnoob treats LLMs like LSPs. They can be useful, but also kind of suck. Yeah, 100% agree. So true. Can you try Libre with all opt? Maybe. I'm Gen Z, but also Gen Z during like CRT screens, and I think web coding is fine and all if you know what you're doing. Yeah, everything is fine if you know what you're doing. The only problem is the LLMs are extremely environmentally wasteful, plus currently you're not paying the true cost. So the question is, will LLMs be fine when users of LLMs, if developers need to pay the true costs? Because currently it's a multi-billion-dollar lost business. As long as programmers know. I mean, it's also not, for me, the big question with LLMs is it's actually the destruction of humanity is not as much as LLMs coding. I'm not as worried about LLMs taking my job, because, spoiler, they won't. I'm more worried about LLMs dumbing down society with half-truth and fully hallucinated bullshit. So that's what I'm more worried about. People who talk usually don't know what AI is and how it works. For normies, things, also exoskeleton things, write your things, web coding, gonna break things. On weekends, I'm from India. What do you mean on weekends? Where are you from otherwise? Here, look at this. This is at least not fully bad because it's actually copying firmware for quite a while for some reason. Is it even finishing? Is it even doing something? What is it even doing? Oh, it did something. No, I don't see in which time it finished. But let's calibrate this. We didn't calibrate this. So that's, that needs Perl, of course. Interesting. What are any things about AI? Interesting in which way? Interesting good or interesting? I treat LLMs like Terminator 1 and 2 movies. Binutils 14, yeah, it wasn't fully calibrated, but that doesn't probably make this estimate here any better. Okay, let's see here some normal package estimate does. Wait, what? Not installed, no. What do we have here? 19 seconds, build time 1. Power is 16, local build time 1. What? Okay, I guess that works sufficiently correctly. So what is new is taking no parallel into account. Nobody asked for that, except me realizing that this is off. We could commit this in 2 parts here. More commits for GitHub looking better. Need to fake commits until we make it. And then from my perspective, not end goal really owns just text completion, which we would go towards something like classic errands. Like, yeah, we need true classic. That's even what John Carmack is like. LLM's bullshit. Even John Carmack does better than large language model AI research. So programmers don't have to worry. Yes, programmers have to worry, just not me. Like most normie programmers have to worry, but I'm not a normie programmer, thank goodness. From how many years have you been coding? From how many years? Yeah, since the 90s. Since I was 8, but that was basic and it sucked. When I was 8, I realized basics sucked. Regarding AI costs, there was an article recently. It said that an OpenAI manager reportedly stated in court that a witness that the cost this year alone could amount to 50 billion. Holy shit. Yeah, this bubble will burst very soon, yes. So next thing, look, all we can do without wipe coding. Also, we probably, why is this not in color? You want this in color, right? I just realized it ain't in color. And you want color. I know you like color. Look here, that's in color. Color TV, game console, gaming thing. So much better. Immediately we're 2 times productive, only in color. Never the same color. Terminal color, never the same color. So we also want desk I. Because then we can tell the user what the heck we actually want to build. Here somewhere in, can someone ask an LLM to fill that out for me here in, where would that be? Echo edit things, install updates, requested things, dep list, add package, where add requested, where do we do that? By the way, where is the build time even? Do we build time? Estimate plus build time. Okay, we probably rely on the caller providing the build time. Here, read in. So add optional dependency. Yes, no. Package build time. Do not auto add. If opt, add optional dependency. I think the caller already prints it. Maybe we keep the output brief. We could output the package always. But that would look a little bit long. Maybe for top level provided packages like GIMP, the user already knows what he wants. Ask, like maybe only when we ask, we print that, like here. Let's see how that looks. Desk I T2 inst. What should we try? What is it? Is it NeoVim? Oh, that doesn't have any. Okay, so Emacs gconf not installed things, configuration storage library, add optional dependency. That's a little bit long. Lean 4 dependent type theory based proof assistant to teach LLMs write correct proof using reinforced learning. And traffic making profit from AI code looks like cost is insane thing. Making profit, but look at their cost, it's insane. I think web coders can spend like 5K a month on API. Yeah. The vibe coding will be expensive. Shouldn't add optional dep be on a new line? What are we coding for? That's a whole operating system. That's a package manager. We're coding for beside world peace and stuff. Besides coding for WorldPeace, we are coding T2 Linux Package Manager. That's what we're coding. Probably new here and want to share, like, and subscribe. I think it kinda should be here. gconf. I guess we want that here. Or here. Either we want that here. What's the time, by the way? Yeah, where you guys want that? Maybe the version should also be like, maybe it should be Emacs GPM general purpose mouse daemon 127. Not installed at. Is this how we want that? At a desk for some other letter. Yeah, at D desk or some other letter to yes, no, and print the title thing. I would only output it on request, like unreset, otherwise becoming. The problem is it's a lot of typing. I think here it's, I mean, most people have like 100 lines. So the thing is, on request, people wouldn't understand on request. Like yes, yesterday a new user asked, what are all these crazy things? And yes, I get where they're coming from. That is why historically, remember when historically I tried, when new people sent new patches, I always tried to keep the title there lean and clean. I mostly kept it lean and clean for the binary installer and website. But if we use it here, it's even more reason. But this also motivates people to clean up the titles, to not have pointlessly long information. I think here it should be fine. I think on request is too cumbersome, especially for the people who don't know what that is. They need it first without having to type even more. I mean, the only thing is this can become rather long. And I have to go soon. So desk I. If we have that here for package in scanned, if scanned already been at, read package list conf dir desk cv group at if updated at if updated, where is switch to alternative things, package name and version. But we can always adopt. I would suggest we first try that here as easy as possible, and we can always later adopt that further based on further. Where the heck is that? New source check from at if requested. You need to T2 inst kconfig. It will update it. What? Which kconfig? Driver coding is probably more exciting than packaging. We need denovo on T2. Get disk, parsing disk here, get disk v, not installed. Here is package, add if requested. Add if requested package. How about where do we print the rest? Wait, what? If just we had asked an AI to add that for us. We probably printed here somewhere already. I guess here we print this already. The problem is probably that we print the header here somewhere. But I have to go and we will finish this later. So let me know where you want that. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you just learned something. Have a good Saturday, weekend. Take care. I hope you enjoyed learning something and see you soon for continuation and improved T2 installation to come.